In this video, we're going to go over the installation for our bump stop kit for the 280ZX rear hatch. Okay, so kind of pardon the clustered mess here. This is one of our R&D cars, so we test fit stuff on it. So these little rubber bumper guys here, this is one of the factory ones that's still on this car. This is one that I took off. It's missing the little nub on the end. So this one here, like, I'm not too worried about it. I'll try to twist it, but usually it's brittle enough that they just rip off the little ends. So one of the problems that I have on this car, my other 280ZX, I got a friend that lives nearby with the 280ZX. I've heard other people, same problem is that close the hatch, and then when you try to pop it from the inside, it doesn't actually push up enough for the latch release to actually let go. So either you got to make sure you have your key back here, or you got to wedge up the trunk release, or have two people so you can pop it and then pop the trunk. And so I've tried getting new ones of these, thinking that these were just worn out. Still had the same problem. So we went ahead and just made a little bump stop that was a little bit longer, with a little bit different fastening mechanism instead of the little bump, which gives you actually more adjustability. And what we found on this one, I messed around with the other side, but then a couple other 280ZXs that we tested these on, is that when you shut it, it doesn't give too much resistance, so that way your body lines are still good. But then when you pop it, it just has enough to lift it that extra, 16th, eighth of an inch, whatever you need. So that way it releases and you can just walk around and open the hatch. So this needs new struts. So I'm going to prop it up for a minute while I show you what comes in the kit. So we'll take a look at that now. Okay, so kind of see I laid out here what comes with it. We got some rubber well nuts, a couple washers, a couple machine screws, and then the new TPU, which is TPU, but we can call it rubber, I guess, rubber bump stops. So washer and the screw will go inside. Got to line it up with the hole in the bottom. Of course, can't do it when you're actually being recorded, even though it is easy to do. I just can't my fat fingers, but yeah, just pops in. Do the other one a little faster. So I think this is a 3/32 Allen wrench is what we need. So I'll just go ahead and start with that this time. See, easy. So you don't have to necessarily do that first, but I'm going to do it first and then kind of show you the rubber well nuts. So I'm going to lift the hatch back up and show you how these go in. Okay, so right here where the rubber bump came out, the OEM one, these rubber well nuts fit actually right in there. And so they slide right in, no need to drill or do anything else. I kind of got to hold it. They will stay if they're a little bit at an angle, but otherwise they'll want to like slide out. And how these work is when you tighten them, there's a brass insert, mushrooms on the back side, holds it in place. And if you remember earlier, I said that this does give you a little extra adjustability over the OEM ones with the nub, in that I can install this. Let me go ahead and get that started. So I do want to have a little up pressure on that well nut so it doesn't try to pull itself out. So I'm kind of constantly pushing up on the Allen wrench a little bit just to ensure that well nut doesn't pull out before the backside starts to mushroom. And since it is a brass insert in a piece of rubber, you're not going to have a hard stop. So you want to make sure that you get it snug, but you don't want to like keep going because you can't actually rip the brass insert out. You'll notice that I'm just using the little end so I have less torque on it, and that's still plenty. So anyway, get it snug, it's in there. And what you'll find is that if I shut this and it it's worked for all the ones I've tried, but if you find that yours, maybe your body lines are a little bit different, you've adjusted it slightly different, and it doesn't quite give you the enough of a pop release to let go of the latch, we don't have them included, but you can get just a fender washer to put between the well nut and the rubber bump to move this down. And when you do that, it will actually cause a little more tension. When the hatch is closed, it'll compress this a little more. And then when you release it, it'll give you a little more pop. You don't want to go too far, because if you do add too much, then it'll start to push up and make your hatch not line up with your body line. So pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then we'll release the trunk from the inside and make it a lot easier on ourselves. Here we go, doing the driver's side. Slide that in, push this, keep the pressure. So we already got the passenger side on, doing the driver's side. These, again, are available from Skillard.com. And please email sales@skillard.com if you have any questions. This is for the S130 chassis. We got them on our 2+2 test, which is this, and then also on our 2-seater. So good news is that it'll work for both. So we'll go ahead and close this and then pop it open. So we got that nice clunk, and moment of truth. It opens. So with the OEM ones on there, it wouldn't happen. Tried different things. Same thing with my other 280ZX. Same thing with my local friend who's got a 280ZX. And this just did what we needed to do. Still shuts nice and easy. Body lines are still good. You know, just a nice, easy, simple solution to, you know, make driving your 280ZX a little more convenient.